me a god. They call 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 me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
while I was talking to y'all just then, because
Yeah, look, man, I want you to know I went for a nap like 3 hours ago.
talking to y'all just then,
His
'cause-
brain was
Look,
like,
man,
"You're not tired anymore. You're awake. You want to watch
videos
videos about cool topics that you've already seen. You're not tired anymore.
yeah,
That's
there's
what
that.
makes me even more fucking upset about."
Like who's the prime being?
Lulu's
Well,
not even a
technically-
prime being, so
Yeah,
Why would Bloom be a champion?
he's not talking. No one, you're not being talked to.
Oh,
Just remember that.
Not everything's about you, Bloom.
it's my stream. Mm.
No.
Yeah, Suaveh's also streaming. Like,
I said that from the shared chat. It's our stream, honey.
Oh,
All right. Hello, this is the pre-show. Welcome to the pre-show of Transcendence podcast, everyone. My name is Suaveh. To my left is Mills. I have to point to the right to
Yo.
show Mills. Below me is the wonderful Jinx to Cisney. And below
Rogue.
Mills there is
I
Light.
take all the names, it's fine.
hey, what's up?
Let there be light.
And I do it.
I did it.
What do I do? Shit.
What the fuck? What the Yu-Gi-Oh!
I didn't think
away.
this many steps in hit. What?
Put the Yu-Gi-Oh! away. It's work time.
It's
Hold
what-
on, almost there.
Technically.
Allie!
Win faster, bitch.
You have 2 minutes and then
I'm trying.
2 minutes for the intro to play, so you got a little bit of time.
Win in 4 minutes or surrender. Those are
Oh
your
yeah, no.
options.
If I'm like, I'm almost there. That's why I'm like, I'm actually kind of okay. Hold on.
Sitting here like, hey, oh yeah, I'm pissed. Fuck.
Is that Gores?
It's fuck. Okay.
Well, so we got milk on fucking
Yeah, surrender.
like
It's
Monday,
cool. I'm not gonna.
right?
I wasn't about to win that.
And the milk goes bad today,
Fungino, welcome in.
so I'm like, I'm kind of pissed. I'm not gonna
I'll
lie.
just be here with the strippers. It's fine.
Here with the strippers. Wait, where?
I'm literally hanging out in the strip club. It's fine.
I love
Oh.
how Jinx's camera's just frozen, so she's just like a still
My camera's
image.
Frozen? It's working
No,
on
on Suaveh's streams. I'm like looking over there. No, it's just really funny.
I might have
I'm
to
pretty.
reload it.
Yeah, it's working on my stream.
There you go. Yeah, you have to tab back in.
Every once in a while, I just have to be like, "Hey, by the way, she's here."
Yeah, I'm here. I promise. Strippers! Strippers! Male strippers too.
Action
There you
show planned for you tonight.
That dude looks like he ate too much and unbuttoned his pants.
Yeah, it'll be including Jinx playing video games as we're talking. You get to hear the literal reaction as someone reacts. It'll be fun.
Who, me? What? Nani?
Oh, why am I not following you?
Tee.
Thank you for
Yeah,
the
literally, this dude looks so fucking relaxed. He looks like he unbuttoned his pants and just leaned back. He's like, dear God, I ate too much.
I mean, that was me last night, except I didn't have pants to unbutton.
Oh, well, I mean, that's your prerogative. It's fine. I love how the main attraction is a dude stripping, though.
Well, no, I have sweatpants shorts on right now. They're my favorite. These are my favorite, like pair.
Are they gray?
No, they're black. I do own like 2 pairs of gray sweatpants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tee.
I'm excited to see. Thank you, Gracie. It might be fun. Who knows? Or it'll be a complete clusterfuck.
I mean, depending on the day, all 3 of the men in
Just
here
all
are
of the
supreme
above?
beings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is my day. Technically speaking, Friday and Sunday are Darren's days. And then you've got Tuesday, which is our lovely Suave.
Ain't it wonderful?
I just override my fucking character sheet for Camfrey and just give him all the fucking feats. It's like, you do not want to take on Camfrey. Oh god.
Calm down.
I think Corum takes a little bit of offense to that.
What? Where the fuck?
I'm trying to be a supreme being in your life right now.
Yeah. In your life and in your guts.
Wow.
Well, I've already been the supreme being of that.
Wow.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I'm gonna play my intro.
Wow.
We'll be back.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine, living life with the noose and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they said to never date her. Ah, I agree, but you did and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 Hey man, can I get a favor? Yeah, sure, I know, see you later. Sometimes I just wanna be a hater. Gotta wash down the top 40s with a chaser. Your voice starts feeling like a waiter. Scraping my mind against a cheese grater. Before you go, sir, you have to sign a waiver. That's alright, I'm aware of the danger. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it.
So, Suave, and this is the Transcendence podcast, and I'm here with my good friends. Below me, we have Tisisne.
Buongiorno.
To my right, technically to my left, we have, I think to my left, I don't know, Mills.
You.
And below him, we have the wonderful Light. Let there be.
Pass into the ass.
The Dawnbreaker. Fine.
That works.
Old
Well,
Overwatch,
alright.
Overwatch memes. Don't worry about it.
God, I remember back in the fucking days. Oh, we can definitely talk about that. But if anyone wondered, my thing, I'm an author. Those are my books down there. I don't know where they are.
Bottom right.
What does everybody else do? Who are you people on my screen?
What?
What?
Oh, we were friends. You
I
mean,
thought-
who are you people?
I mean, I'm Tisisne. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Variety streamer. I am a published poet. I just don't have anything that I can easily pull up.
If you ever do, send
Yeah.
me a link and I will put it in that
It's
thing
fine.
that goes down there.
I'm working on a book of poems. It's fine. Yeah.
Me, everyday guy. Just relax. I do work as a surgery tech for a private practice, so yeah. Game, hang out, D&D, do a lot of fun stuff.
Yes, 3 of us are DMs here, so that's always fun. Light,
Yeet.
The last one.
Look, I'm just a piece of garbage that they scraped up off the road and brought in here. I don't even know how I'm talking right now. I don't know
Bullshit.
what they put me in some machine, and now I have consciousness. Please help.
We
Send
synthesized
the FBI. Send the FBI. I would be better in their hands, honestly.
Nah.
We synthesized him from the grime of the East Coast, and
Yeah,
that
I'm
is what we
unemployed.
got.
I'm sad, and I DM, I game, and I desire. So I desire purpose in life. Help, please.
It is that way. It is that way. Well, I wanted this podcast to be a way that I could, just talk to the people and be something that I think a lot of something that is missing a lot in this world right now, because we are going to talk about a lot of things like politics, video games,
We are going to talk about
books. But books also contain politics, and video games also contain politics, so it's all probably just going to be a big circle of politics. It's going to be fucked up. But what do you guys want to talk about? Is there, anything other than that?
I mean, whatever nonsense crosses our minds, I'm sure.
Good.
You
I
bring
mean,
it up.
There's plenty of moments.
something that I actually want to bring up is because I feel like this is very impactful to us as not only DMs but people who write, is Berserk. It is widely considered one of the best stories ever put to page, and rest in peace Kentaro Miura, the fucking madman that he is. But I was watching rewatching really a video about how you should still read it. Even if it's on the most tragic cliffhanger of all time, it is still something worth reading because it's about the struggle of life, really. It's about overcoming the hardships of life and coming out the better side, a more realized person with hopefully friends and family there with you.
Let's hope.
Which I think is a topic that we're kind of all exploring in our own ways in different D&D games and characters that we play and run. Sorry,
Fair.
Suaveh, you only run one.
Yeah.
Trying to convince, man. Come play with us.
Yeah, just being unemployed.
Hop
It's fine.
in.
I will
You
one
just
of
come
these
and
days.
listen. I don't care. Just be around.
One
It's
of
all
these days
good.
I will, for sure. That is definitely the
Please.
plan.
Do, 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 do.
But I want to start off. I want to talk about where we are, just as a country, as a country and as a world. There's a lot of things
It's on-
going on.
It's
all
on
over.
fire.
Yeah, the entire world is on fire.
I think California is still on fire.
Yeah, no, it is on fire. California is still
Which
on
is
fire. And-
it's still technically winter.
Yep. And I live in Arizona, which is literally at the same amount of danger as California for being on fire. Yeah, no, so it's something we just have to all think about, especially we literally vote for people that don't think climate change exists. And
Well, I
that is
mean,
insane.
that's what you get when what was it? It was like a shockingly high amount of people, like adults in this country, are functionally illiterate.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we should preface this for anyone watching from not the U.S. We're speaking from a U.S. perspective because that's where we're from, all of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you didn't know that little factoid about the U.S., yes, it is that bad, and please help.
It's 79%, actually.
Is it really that high?
Are
According
illiterate?
to the National Institute of Literacy,
Well,
which is just
You know-
No wonder I
people.
can't find illiterate roleplay partners on the internet. Fuck me.
Damn, that is. I thought it was closer. I thought it was below 50. Honestly, I'm even
I
more
was-
sad now.
bro, I was thinking like 45, 47.
Yeah, same. That was
It's
that was the last time I heard that statistic.
79% of people in the United States are literate. But that
Oh,
only means
79% are literate.
yes, that only means
Okay,
that they can read up to a 5th grade level. Basically, It's like
Yeah.
Well-
that's basically what that means. Literate in the United States. There is
Which
54% of people. I have to fucking look into this even deeper.
I'm sorry, if you're only able to read to a 5th grade level, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. That's my 2 cents.
54% of adults have a literacy below 6th grade level.
Yeah, that is what I mean. Yeah.
That's more
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody else is like high school.
At least,
At
bare
least.
minimum. Like
54% of adults have below
Yeah,
6th
like-
grade, and 20% are below 5th grade. And these are people who are adults. These are
Jesus.
Yeah.
drive on the road
mean-
next to you.
To
No.
be fair, we allow people to vote at 18. We could probably change that, but
we probably shouldn't allow people to vote until at least until like
You know what?
25.
You know what I think? I think you shouldn't be allowed to vote unless you have at least your GED.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to vote if you're not educated, more than likely. There
I mean,
needs to be
yes.
like, or at the very least, there needs to be like a reading
And it-
comprehension test.
Yeah, a GED kind of is that, in my opinion.
Like, well, there could be various reasons as to why you've not gone back and got something like that, where
I get
maybe
it, but
maybe you just don't need it for your position, but you're perfectly like functional and literate. You just
if you want to vote, you need to get your GED. That's my viewpoint on it.
yeah, but the GED also doesn't cover it covers a wide range of topics that aren't necessary for something like that. That's like your basic education.
Ask the ASVAB.
Something. There needs to be like you just need to be able to be proven to like be able to understand the topics that are on the table.
Yeah.
Is the point. It's not about a thing. It doesn't even have to be a thing that exists currently.
I mean, I understand dyslexic people, but still.
Yeah, I mean that's not their fault. They're literally just born with a brain that doesn't comprehend words on a page. Is
Yeah.
what it is. But no, there needs to be a way for like people to be essentially just check to see if they can even comprehend the things that are being said to them and like the
Yeah.
topics that are being brought up, because there was a shocking amount of people who you talk to now that whether openly or not, admit the fact that they had no idea like half of the things that were being said last election cycle. They had no idea about the real like nitty gritty about any of those issues, and didn't even think to like fully educate themselves on it because it's like 2 Google searches.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic.
You're welcome.
When you live in a country that doesn't know what a tariff is and doesn't like care to look up what a tariff is until after the election's already over and like
it's happening.
it's happening.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
get
what
to-
is that thing I said I was okay with?
You're like, yeah, tariff everybody, and it's like, why?
Because unfortunately when you put enough people together and you give them a charismatic jackass to follow, history has proven that they're gonna follow it without thinking about it.
Because they're sheep or lemmings.
Well, it's not even about that. It's mostly just because some people, unfortunately, don't think they don't think rationally about these things.
No, they don't.
Oops.
It's whatever they feel about a topic that matters to them. And that's not an inherently wrong thing or even a bad thing to have in society. The problem
Yeah.
is that in this case, they have become the loud minority because
Yeah.
half of the people in the country didn't even vote. Like they like people
Yeah.
who
Fair.
are proponents of the current administration will say, well, he was elected by majority. No, he wasn't. Half of
No.
the people in the country didn't vote, whether because they couldn't or they didn't want to.
It was like
And of the half-
22.9% of people voted for Trump and 22.1 voted for Kamala.
Yeah, which is it's like so like a fourth of the country has fucked us for the next 4 years, potentially longer, depending on if some of the more terrifying things of leaked documents I won't go into come to light. Not even leaked documents, published documents, which is even more terrifying.
You don't
Project
even,
2025.
once again, we don't even have to go into documents. We can literally talk about what the dude has said in speeches himself. He literally said himself, "This is the last time you're gonna have to vote. You won't ever have to do it again."
Yeah.
Yes.
That's scary.
Like we know what he's planning because he says himself, because he's actually not smart enough to like be quiet about it. I think he's too old. His brain is literally too old to hold the information in and not say it.
Literally the same complaint about Biden was,
Yeah.
hey, bro, you're a little too old to be doing this.
Like, yeah,
Congrats
for
2 years
anyone
in.
over the age of 70 is really too, honestly, anyone over the age of 60, if they're not taking care of themselves, like, religiously throughout the course of their entire life, probably is not fit to run even, like, local government.
No.
Especially with all the poison that people have been pumping into their bodies, whether
Like,
unintentionally or intentionally.
You're of retirement age, and I mean traditional Social Security to retirement age. You should not be able to hold a public authority position or
Which
public
retirement
government.
age? The one they had that they set in the 60s, or the one they keep trying to up it to, like I think they want to make it like 72 now or some shit like that.
Yeah, and they would,
Yeah.
the last one I heard
72
was
was what the
70.
actual-
Like they
Yeah,
want
last
to
I
move it up.
Fine. So
When my father retired, he was fucking like 60.
Which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. That's like actively insane.
I mean, my dad's already getting a retirement from the army, and
Like-
he's now a bus driver, so he'll have 2 retirement pays when he's done.
Realistically, retirement age should be like 50, 55 at the highest, 60 at like the absolute
Still
maximum.
yeah, so you can still enjoy life. Absolutely.
Like this, like consider
If you
the
start
fact.
showing any signs of Alzheimer's, you shouldn't be doing shit. Period.
It's like there should just be limits on what is allowed. Like I think I was having this conversation with my roommate the other day. Capitalism is not an inherently bad like economic model and model to exist, like framework to exist within. The reason why it doesn't work is because human nature is greed. It's one of the biggest factors of human nature is greed. The desire to want more.
Say you're wrong. I cannot say you're wrong.
Which is unfortunate because, like, 200 years ago when they had the idea for this nonsense, the thing that they were fighting against was greed.
Mm-hmm. Trickle down economics doesn't work. I said what I said.
Look, man, Reagan has been
Reagan is a bitch,
sticking
he's
it
a
up our
liar.
ass. Yeah, exactly. Reagan has been sticking it up our ass for the last 40 years minimum.
Eddie Murphy said it in the 80s. Reaganomics fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that people are only really like putting it together now, and most of the people who put it together are like our age, in their 20s and 30s.
I got the hydrate.
Yeah, it's like in their it's people in their 20s and 30s, not the people who actually voted like all of that shit in when they were our age back then.
Yeah, no, there's some stuff that we've as a society we're gonna have a reckoning with it, and I am scared. Honestly.
Yeah. It's kind of insane that there's potential for war with the U.S.'s border, like the 2 countries that border us.
Yeah.
Which is
So like we can also talk about that. So like Greenland. Why would we want Greenland? Panama? I guess that's a little more obvious. But like Greenland.
Which is funny because he did that anyway.
Yeah. Other than saber rattling, what are we doing? Oh, it's just saber rattling. That makes sense. This is what I do in Napoleon when I'm threatening fucking.
It's so gross. Blech.
When I'm threatening Napoleon with war as Prussia, like I'm gonna take your land if you don't give me this.
Basically,
Oh.
yeah.
And Napoleon in the end goes like, okay, whatever, we're gonna go to war. So like,
Which is funny because like, what do you want instead of Greenland? Like, what other demand has he made? It's like of Denmark's government, other than just like, I want to buy Greenland. Like, what the hell? It was so random.
That's not even how
It was-
the United States bought like Alaska and or even like the Louisiana Purchase, which literally they bought from Napoleon. So like there's no care for how things are supposed to happen at all in this in the administration, and we saw that 4 years ago anyway. For 8 years ago, we saw that like his first day.
Yeah.
There's no care for anything. If you're
Nah.
gonna lie when we have pictures of your inauguration and say it's the biggest inauguration ever, like what do you care about anything?
What amazes me is that, and this has been like proven that this is how this is, right? Supporters of current administration will point back to the beginning of basically the entirety of Trump's first administration as like the economic upturn that we had during that time, right? And for obviously for people who lived through that time, you remember it was a pretty good time. Things were cheaper, jobs were more plentiful. Like, I got my first job during that time. I was able to pretty easily get jobs during that time. It was not a hard time to be around unless you were in like the bottom 1%, whatever.
Fair.
The reason why it was so good is because we got to see all of the benefits of Obama era policies kicking in. And people falsely, his like blind supporters, his cultists, let's call them what they are, they're cultists. His cultists literally like conflate that with him when the data literally just doesn't support it.
Yeah, no.
Think about how if this man would have just listened to Dr. Fauci and everybody else who said wear a mask, do what you can to mitigate
Do the stuff you
spread,
need to.
do what you need to do so Americans don't die. Americans are gonna die no matter what during a pandemic like that. If he cuts it down to
Yes.
during his term and 100,000 Americans are dead instead of 1 million, like, we gotta be clear, 1 million Americans haven't died in anything ever.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
Yeah.
Over
No.
fucking 5 wars from our founding to the World War II. We didn't lose 1 million people like that. Like, total, we barely lost more than 1 million people because of the Civil War, which counted both sides as American.
Yeah.
Fair.
So this dude, if he didn't do that, how am I able to say he's not a bad president? He saved us from a pandemic. Hey, I'm probably not going to vote for him, but I'm not going to be mad if he, does something. But instead, they just want to ignore that and pretend like 1 million Americans, 2 million Americans, and the fact that COVID is never going away. We're going to have this coronavirus forever now, like the flu.
Yep.
They don't care. They're going to look past it and be like, well, he's a god, basically.
That's basically it, yeah. It's a repeat of what happened 80 years. Yeah. It is a repeat of what happened about 70 years ago.
Yeah.
And the joke that we all share, we drink to forget the Third Reich. Well, unfortunately, this is the fourth.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta have another one.
Yeah, we just got to drink to forget this one too, apparently.
Well,
Where's the
unfortunately, we're
drinks?
looking through it, so we can't drink to forget it yet.
No, you can drink to forget it. You just got to consume a lot more alcohol.
Hey, I told you, you better stop looking at that bottom of the bottle.
We're gonna need that alcohol for something to save it.
Wait, save it? What? We drink it
It's
for
all
real?
right. It's all right. You can just set it. You can just set me on fire. Or my body will be so saturated at that point. Use me like a grenade.
Oh, no comment.
Oh.
All right. Well, like
You shoot like
the biggest issue I think that we have in all of this is that like the billionaires are the ones that are bankrolling all of it.
Yeah.
Like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, who's literally like, the dude, like fucking shadow president. He's the dude. He's fucking Donzo. Why is Elon Musk Donzo, but more public?
Because that's all we have now. Everybody's a spin on somebody else, and you put yourself close closest to the rising sun, you're bound to be shine. Something's gonna shine on you eventually.
It is one of the craziest things thinking about Elon Musk going from someone who people on the left were like, yeah, he's doing EVs, he's a billionaire, but like he's doing like electric vehicles, he cares about the planet. It's like, no, he doesn't. He cares about money.
Yeah, because as he became more unhinged and more addicted to ketamine, the fucking, what do you call it? The facade started to fall apart.
Yeah, it to me it's obvious. You know, I felt it a long time ago. I was like, I don't really ever care for the guy. He's whatever. He's not really that smart. I don't understand why people think he's like a rocket scientist. He's not. I listened to him in one podcast, and it's really telling because he has to bring an actual rocket scientist with him on that podcast. On Dan Carlin's podcast, Hardcore History Addendum, if you're wondering. He has to bring a rocket scientist with him to talk about the actual rocket scientist stuff, and he's just kind of what he turned Trump into now, which is terrifying. We can talk about that some other time. How he the first White House Oval Office interview, basically, you know, Trump is the dog sitting in the chair. But I want to talk about how Twitter went down, and apparently Anonymous was behind it. And then we can move on to who Elon blames for that little fiasco.
Yeah, I am like, I remove myself from Twitter as a space. So I have no like, you sent that message earlier and I like damn near crap my pants. It was so funny.
It's I haven't been on Twitter for a while anyway. I was getting off it before Elon even bought it, and then he bought it, and I was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I've been called the N-word far too many times on Call of Duty.
Yeah, bro.
Let's want to do it on Twitter anymore. But it's very interesting how, despite Anonymous taking credit for it, I think it's very interesting. Elon still blames his theory that it came from IP addresses in Ukraine. Who, as we know, Trump doesn't like Ukraine right now. I don't think he's ever liked Ukraine.
Well, that's because Daddy Putin wants Ukraine.
Well, yeah. He wants, it's also one of those things where the autocrats are telling us what they want.
Of course.
The autocrats, like Putin has told us he wants to make the Soviet Union again. He wants to remake it. So like, you want the empire, you've got to conquer the land.
Yeah.
Whether by hook or by crook, and by hook I mean by the sword.
Yeah.
So it's one of those interesting things. Well, what do you guys think about that?
I'm not a big fan of war, having being a veteran.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
Say that, but not interested in going back to war. I'm unfortunately more of a pacifist. I mean, if I'm having to defend myself from being killed, sure, fine. I know how to shoot a gun.
But that doesn't mean you don't know how to pass the fist.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't hit for shit,
no?
but I can shoot you. My first time shooting a handgun, I didn't miss the target once, so...
something bullets or fists? I don't know.
I prefer
Yeah, some story in there. I forgot it.
I'd rather have an M4, but I can shoot a pistol.
Hey now.
Yeah.
M4 with an M4, I ain't gonna miss your head once. Let's go.
I'll throw these.
As well, it makes me laugh. The right's like, you guys don't like guns, and it's like, no.
Bitch, I blow shit up for fun. What? Tannerite? Oh.
No, sir, we love guns. We just don't want
I don't
children
want
to die from them in schools.
Yeah, we would just prefer sociopaths who have been driven to the psychological extreme of their condition by less than ideal societal conditions, take out their anger on mass groups of people before destroying themselves in a last blaze of glory to get some attention, because what the media in this country has done is glorify fucking mass shooters and
Yeah,
yeah,
unfortunately, yeah.
mass shooters and serial killers. That's the word I was going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a parent myself, I would like to know that my children are safe when they go to school, not having to play Call of Duty in real life, and there are no respawn points.
Yeah.
Scares me a little bit to think about my parents, my grandparents. They had to go to school thinking of like nuclear war. We don't have to think about that anymore. Not as much. Like I didn't think about nuclear war my entire childhood until I was like, oh shit, we still have nukes. There's still
We had to deal with
Damocles
what we
sword.
dealt with was basically people, the idea of a masked guy or two coming into our school with assault rifles or shotguns or pistols, and just that being the end.
Yeah.
Or even which is funny because it's a meme now. One of your classmates just doing that same thing.
Yeah. No mask or anything. It makes me wonder and hope that it doesn't happen. How many more generations are gonna have something like this just hanging over their head?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a never-ending cycle, bro. Because we'll fix this thing, and then a new thing will appear.
And if we don't fix the nuke problem, that's still just gonna be there. But we're gonna think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the UN held a meeting recently about denuclearization.
They did.
Yeah,
I think
because
the US was
which
like,
is
no.
yeah, of course they were, because look at who our current president is. Like,
It's ridiculous. It's one of those things about democracy where it's
unfortunately, if you get enough stupid people together, their voices can be just as loud
Very loud.
as the majority of somewhat educated people. And I want to be very clear. I mean that to be reductive. I mean that to be mean, to be reductive, to be an insult. Because these people deserve that at this point. They do not deserve kindness or forgiveness. They deserve the vitriol of everyone else they've fucked.
Fair.
If they wanted forgiveness, they would have thought about their actions. If like forgiveness was something they ever like wanted, their actions would be something that they think about. Because see you, Grace. It will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can catch the rest of it on my channel. And if not,
Sure.
If Grace or if Jinx does this stream, who knows? It might also be on YouTube on her channel.
I'm not recording it.
Okay, that's fine. But anyway, I just wonder when we're gonna get to the point where the people that support, especially Donald Trump, realize that like he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the country. He only cares about making him richer. I don't even think he cares about his family necessarily, unless like they can make him money. This is a man who literally just cares about himself, and he's using these powers to make himself richer. And I always assumed that was like a bad thing to do.
Because that's what we were told when we were kids.
Yeah, don't be a self-serving dickbag is basically the lesson that most of us were taught growing up. I don't know where along the line a lot of these people lost that message.
Because eventually that person is supposed to get their comeuppance, and the comeuppance is I just keep coming up with more money.
Yeah. Well, okay. I say I don't know when we lost the narrative. I do, because some of these people never had that narrative to begin with. That is the older generations who are currently clinging to. I think like it's something insane, like 50% of all wealth, or something even more than that.
With the boomers
in this country, and also for the fact that the narrative of treat others as you wish to be treated and just generally be kind is harder to do when the system that you exist in is meant to be, is meant to essentially keep everyone who is not the 1% in the gutter, right? Fighting amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing. So yeah, that's about it on that part of the government. We can talk about how ICE arrested a Palestinian activist on a green card, literally here legally. But I think it's pretty obvious that that's just bullshit. Like it's just bullshit that can happen in this country, and it shouldn't be allowed to happen, right?
Yeah, no, it should not.
That is how you get banned, Tubs. Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah.
What
Do not
happened?
do that
Don't
stuff.
worry, you're fine. I got it.
Don't waste it.
What did I
You're
miss?
fine.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Mod's doing mod things.
I'm gonna make him a mod on my channel too.
No,
Because,
Lamau.
he's gone.
Hello.
I don't do that stuff. I do not like those kind of messages.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Did I miss something?
No,
Yeah.
The stream bot.
it's a bug.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Um,
you're fine. Don't
that
worry
is
about
how you
don't
do
worry about missing it. Don't draw attention to it. It's fine.
okay.
Yeah, generally speaking, if I say if we've done some moderation in chat, it is meant to not draw attention to whatever awful comment has been made.
But that's how you draw attention to it in my case.
You just leave it alone. I will tell you later. I will tell you later is the answer you'll get.
Okay.
It's a good time. I love it. Well,
Yes.
we can talk about games then. I for
What if-
one.
The fact that boycotting is working.
Oh yeah, boycotting
Oh,
is working.
yeah.
It is absolutely working because they are trying to make it fucking illegal to boycott.
Which
this
like
stuff.
doesn't work because you can't tell people to go and spend their money on a product. That doesn't work.
Are you gonna give me the money, Trump? Give me the money.
Exactly. Like are you gonna give me another like $1,600 check that I never got that I should have gotten that the IRS still owes me, but we don't talk about that.
No, it's
The IRS is broken. We knew this.
it's
Yeah.
broken because we only funded enough to go after us.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. It is a system designed to go after
The poor
the
people.
people,
They
not the oligarchs.
and then they demonize, and then the oligarchs demonize it for us with their privately owned media, saying
Yeah.
the IRS is stealing our money when it's, going to things
Doing
generally
what
that
you
will
do.
help us. I don't necessarily agree with all government spending, but generally it's going to someone's salary.
Yeah.
Anything. Some of it obviously
Yeah.
goes to Raytheon.
Yeah.
A lot of it goes to fucking Raytheon and Boeing and Tesla and SpaceX. And,
Yeah.
about that as well. Why does he keep blowing
Well,
up rockets when we have rocket
bro.
technology that works?
Because it's not mine. I want to do it my way. It's
yeah,
fun.
exactly.
It's my money and I need it now.
Because here's the thing, right? Private space like private space travel like for recreation will be an industry that makes like ungodly amounts of money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And the only reason it's going to be cool is because somebody's going to spend theirs, their grandparents, their great grandparents, their kids, and 17 generations worth of other kids down the line to be able to say, I went to space once.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where and the oligarchy, the oligarch class is just going to basically trade money between themselves to
Oh, yeah.
go on those trips for free.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful, ain't it? It's wonderful.
It's a
Make it
hard
nice.
not life for us.
For us.
It's. I wonder.
I
how
say
it
it all the
tastes.
time.
The long and short of it is, things are bad,
Things are not.
and we're all various levels of sad and angry about it.
It's sad because even the right is mad. They're mad
Yeah,
at
like
something
the-
weird,
Losing the right to vote.
but like they're mad. They don't know why they're mad. they're mad at something. They know life is hard. They know something's wrong, but they don't have enough education. They don't have the ability to read the things that it would require to learn, and maybe they don't have the time to watch a video or something, or they just don't care.
Well, here's the thing about that too, is that like you can get that information so quickly these days that it's not a inability for a lot of them. It's not even an inability to understand. It is a
Desire
it is
to
a,
just
yeah, it's a
behind-
desire.
Desire to
Yeah, it's a
read.
desire to basically scapegoat things and not realize that, you know, to not push the blame where it truly belongs, because a lot of the narrative in this country around economic failure has been, if you are in an economically bad place, it is your fault. It's not anyone else's fault, it is your fault. When that is categorically, in our current system, almost like I would say 75% of the time these days, not true.
It just wouldn't make any sense, because you don't. It's not your fault generally if you get rear-ended in a car accident and lose your car.
Yeah, like if the act, like if you,
It's not that it doesn't.
Can
make
we
sense.
not
It's
talk about why insurance is a scam today? Because I don't want to get mad again.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that next week.
Yeah,
we can
next
definitely
week.
talk about
Insurance
insurance.
Cool.
is
I was
insane.
like,
have a
that
lot
can
to
definitely
say.
be that
Yeah.
because that is truly a scam.
There's
Yeah,
there's
that
one or
is
two
such
maybe.
a-
I can maybe understand car insurance, but even then I'm like, why wouldn't
like
you
I
just
can
let me
understand like home insurance.
know? Yeah, home insurance, maybe car insurance, but health insurance, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like health insurance as it. Oh, now here's the thing: health
Stands
insurance
up.
as it is in this country,
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
like health, like medical
Fair.
coverage as it is in
Yeah.
this country. Health insurance or like life insurance makes
Life
sense.
insurance makes
Home
sense.
insurance
Home
makes
insurance
sense.
makes sense.
Car
insurance, I get it.
Yeah,
Medical
car insurance is like.
you need covered.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like I understand it's like why it's necessary. I don't think it should be like mandatory, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
If
it
I
should
had
be
the
not
money to pay
godly
for it.
expensive as it is.
It's,
I'm saying it shouldn't be mandatory because if you fuck up, that's on you.
Yeah, it's a state by state thing,
Yeah.
I think, because it's not mandatory for like the Navajo Nation to have registration for if your car does not leave the Navajo Nation if you're a resident. So like
Well, yeah.
it's literally a
Yeah.
state by state, fucking even like territory by territory, even at that point thing about laws. So it just depends.
Yeah, but-
and states shouldn't have rights. Wait, what?
I'm more upset about women's rights being eradicated.
Yeah.
Look, that is an entire
Yeah.
like systematic
that's a
bullshit.
day.
Yeah.
That's a day's
Yeah.
worth of conversation.
Yeah.
That unfortunately the three of us are not fully like qualified to even talk about.
Yeah, I'm just an anthropology major. I don't
Yeah. Women deserve rights and are human beings.
Women deserve
That is
to
the
make their
only
own
fucking like
choices.
statement that needs to be made.
They deserve to
Fair.
make their own choices.
About their own bodies.
Yes. And if you don't think that, you need to not.
Well, no, it's not just that, but we're also like in some cases they're making it harder for women to vote.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Women have voices. They are allowed to speak.
I don't know the exact number, but there has been a bill proposed that if your last name does not match what's on your birth certificate, you can no longer vote.
And who does and that primarily affects women who get married.
That
Interesting.
affects
huh?
women and it affects transgenders. Yes.
Transgender people. Yep. It affects. It's crazy how that works. How they target. It's like poll tax.
If I were to get married, we'll just do an example. If I were to get married and I changed my last name, I would no longer be allowed to vote.
Yep. It's like the poll tax and the poll ID. How they target the specific things like that Black people don't have in specific of the ID, the voter ID, and say you have to have this
Yeah.
ID to vote. Oh.
Also,
if
I
Black
would
people
really
generally
hope.
don't have that. Oh, it was just a coincidence.
Yeah. I would really hope that given the description of what you said, Jinx, I would really hope that anybody actually who has listened to this point doesn't need an example of why that's bad.
I'm just saying.
Like, I really hope anyone who has listened to this point does not need an example of why that's bad. If you do, one, thank you for trying to be open-minded about yourself, about like new ideas and whatnot. The world
clap.
needs more people
Golf
like
clap.
that. But two, yes, it is categorically not a good thing trying to strip away the rights of other human beings.
Yeah.
It only
Notice
leads
how
to
I-
bad things.
Yeah, notice how I didn't say anything about race or skin color, because race is technically not a thing. We are all human beings. We are one race. We are one species.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people are trying to leave the country if they can afford it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's like, oh yeah, leave the country, leave the country. With what money?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. It's just some of us can't. Some people can't afford that. Some people
No.
don't want to see the country go down a route that makes them leave the country. Like me, I'm not leaving this shit. You brought my fucking ancestors here. I'm gonna die here.
Yeah, I'm stuck like Chuck,
I-
buddy.
Where
I'm
the
not
fuck
going
am I gonna
nowhere.
go?
All the people I primarily care about live in this country. I don't want to go anywhere.
It's like
I
I'm not
like
a
the
recent immigrant.
Sure, that's great. I wouldn't mind if my friends lived closer to me, so I could actually go and see their ass. That'd be great.
Let's not get into that debate.
I was
because
about to
that's
say
just
I
unfair.
live with one of my friends. Don't. He's a pain in the ass. Okay.
I told you before you got there.
I already knew he was gonna be a pain in the ass.
Be that way. I live with my mom. It is a
Don't
pain
worry.
in
I
the
already
ass.
knew. I already knew.
I'm like, I love him to death, and I'll tell him to his face that he's a pain in the dick.
Yeah, he certainly is.
He knows it, and some days he tries to be that even more because he knows that we just accept it. And it's just like, yeah, we know you're gonna be a pain in the dick today.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So that was 3 more, I think. Yep.
Yeah. So it is. Long story short, the entirety of the last like what
2 months.
hour can be summed up by life bad.
Life is
Here.
rough. That's rough.
America is a third world country with first world ideals that if we saw this somewhere else, we would send all of the military over there to go protect those people. Help!
I mean,
Help,
you are. I
please.
mean, our mutual friend Tristan puts it best. America is 50 third world countries masquerading as a first world country with enough military firepower to fight God.
Yeah.
I wrote something literally. I don't even know when I wrote this. This is probably closer to 2020 when I started writing it. Yep, it's 2020. 2020 started with Trump launching a missile at Iran. That was the first thing I remember about 2020. And then the next news was a pandemic. But I wrote this, I think that summer. And now it's burning. Literal red skies. Humans are cyclical beings. I wonder if that's how Rome looked as it burned. And I still wonder, is this how Rome looked as it burned? When Julius Caesar and Pompey were running around burning the Roman Republic to bits, giving birth to the Roman Empire, where people like stability will anything stable will be better than this, and that's why they got on to Augustus's train. Is that why they were like, we'll get rid of 500 years, 600 years of history, and 600 years of tradition just so we don't have to deal with this anymore? Because at that point, it had been 3 generations basically of civil war.
Yep.
In the Roman.
I mean,
world.
if you look at what's happening in this country right now, it literally is a cycle. This is exactly what happens to every big empire in history. You have the old generation clinging desperately to the wealth that they've accumulated their entire lives, not wanting to let it go, growing old and senile, keeping all of the governing power to themselves, and burning their fucking country to the ground because the next generation doesn't want to live like slaves.
No.
We don't.
But
No, the next generation does not want to be poverty-stricken slave generation. That's not what any human being wants. So either the country itself gets run over by another another empire in the earlier stages of decay,
Who are the Huns?
or there's revolution.
And
And
it's one of those things.
and
even if like this country collapses, we're so big that I don't know what would happen. I truly don't know.
if the United States of America fully collapses, it very well may result in nuclear apocalypse.
Honestly,
Like that is a non zero possibility, because so much of the world economy and the world geopolitical geopolitical sphere relies on the United States. It's why everyone in everywhere of other countries for I think still is freaking the fuck out.
yeah, even China's like, hey, we don't need that to happen. Please stabilize. That's why they're going to places like Africa and being like, we come to us, please come to us. We will make sure you're safe.
Yeah,
because they know they're like, yo, this could end bad if everybody knows, and I think Russia and Putin also knows like this could end bad. But for them, it's worth it. For people like Trump, it's worth it. For Elon Musk, it's worth it. For whatever they'll get out of it. Are we just living in Fallout? Where the fuck are the vaults?
Little bit, yeah. We are, yeah.
Where are the vaults?
Where are the vaults? Where are the death claws? Why can't we release them on the oligarchy?
Well, no, we're living in pre-Fallout, not Fallout. We're living in pre-Fallout.
Yeah,
the vaults are secret. We don't get to buy into the vaults.
They're under the Pentagon. What are you talking about?
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon, and it's.
Wait, what?
You haven't heard that song?
No.
I gotta send that to you later. It's really fun.
Okay.
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon.
You can just play it on my bot and hidey hole. It's fine.
No, it's like a TikTok or pop song. It's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's definitely harkening back to the days of Weird Al. Yeah, it's
I'm surprised Weird Al hasn't written anything new for us.
Well, I'm pretty sure because he just wants to be left alone.
Yeah, at this point, probably I would if I was him.
He's like, fuck, let me out of this nonsense.
Yeah. We can move on to our next section. However, if we continue complaining, we'll never end the podcast.
Yeah, it'll never stop.
We'll just continue to complain about
That's
our
fair. That's fair.
And I don't blame us. But I want to start it off because I personally have never played a Final Fantasy game, Bloom. Rogue.
Oh, okay.
I've never played one. So what is Final Fantasy?
Can I also second your statement? I have also never played Final Fantasy.
Okay, so I will, as someone who has played multiple Final Fantasies, I will take this. I know I talk a lot. I'm sorry, but I will take this because I'm pretty sure. Actually, Jinx, how many have you actually played? Any of the single player Final Fantasies, or just 14?
Yes, I've beaten 12, 10 to I think I beat 3 on DS.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense given how much you like 14. But yeah.
No.
So,
there's my screen name is Tassisne, is because I played Crisis.
Yeah. So Final Fantasy is one of those series that has a really hilarious backstory to it. So back before Square Enix they were just Square. The reason why that the games are called Final Fantasy is because it was literally the studio's final game. Yeah. They released it like that. That's how it got its name. They thought it was going to be their final game, and it turned into a giga hit that has now launched a franchise that has been running for almost 30 years, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Final Fantasy it started out as a turn-based RPG, obviously.
Okay.
It basically introduced the concepts of a lot of RPGs use today, the job system, or if it didn't introduce, I believe it refined it to the point it's gotten to now. It's been a while since I've gone to that era in gaming.
Fair.
And none of the Final Fantasy games, even though they are numbered 1 to, at this point, 16, none of them are truly connected.
I thought
They're
they were
all
the same.
I think I knew
Hmm?
that.
I was gonna
They-
say, I know there's some like stupid orders, like you
Yeah, there's
play
like some weird
3,
order. Yeah.
skip 6, go
No, you
backwards
don't.
and
There's
play
no,
2.
no.
I want to say both 11 and 14 are MMOs.
Yes, 11 and 4. The only like caveat in that is that 11 is an 11 and 14 are MMOs.
Yep, I'm
14
currently
is
if you're
yeah,
watching.
she's currently playing 14. Yes. The other than that, I mean, there's no order you play Final Fantasy in. You pick a game, you pick the game that looks the most interesting to you, and you play it.
Yep.
I would say the one, if you wanted to get into it today, the best one to play is 7 Rebirth or 7 Remake, excuse me, Into Rebirth,
I
because
still-
those are. Well, I say this because it's the most modern of the titles.
Yeah, I mean
It
they're
is-
doing before. The only one that hasn't been remade is Before Crisis because that was a cell phone
Well,
game.
yeah, but they also need to just finish the remaster trilogy. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Like I would say it like this: if you want to experience some of what original Final
Dirge
Fantasy
Rebirth.
was like, play 7 Remake and 7 Rebirth and Crisis Core. Kind of play those together.
And
If
Dirge
you
Rebirth.
want to experience, if you like action games more, like a lot more, play 16 because 16 has a very DMC style combat system.
So did Dirge Cerberus.
Yeah.
I probably like MMOs.
Look.
The MMOs for sure, at least. I know that.
If you
Yeah.
play 14, I got you.
Mhm.
You
I'd
can
like that.
join the Pixie Guild I'm in.
Yeah, no. But so Final Fantasy is a game that has inspired a lot of RPGs over the years. Has a lot of spin-offs, and the main series titles are the old ones are considered like basically genre-defining masterpieces, while some of the newer ones are considered meh to terrible. Yeah, like I think everything after like 12 is considered good. I know that. I don't know. I don't think it's considered one of the greats.
Who you talk to about 12? I enjoyed 12. There's a lot of people that because it was the first of its kind for how it runs that they didn't like it as much.
Yeah, exactly. I know
Suave.
everybody. Oh,
You know what I just realized? Because me and you had the same thought. We weren't thinking about Final Fantasy. We were thinking about Kingdom Hearts
I haven't played that either.
because that's the one you play. You play them out of order.
Yeah, that's right.
yes,
That's
Because
no,
right.
for the
you were
story.
yes, you were thinking about Kingdom Hearts,
That's
yeah.
right.
We were thinking
I
about
haven't
Kingdom
played that
Hearts.
either.
I got you, bro. I was like,
Well,
like,
well,
what
here's the
game
thing.
am I
Here's
thinking
no, no,
about?
no, no, okay, okay. Let me finish the
Sorry,
Final
yeah,
Fantasy
you finish
topic
your
before
thought.
because I am the Kingdom Hearts expert among the 4 of us, so I will get into
Yeah,
that.
you got that one, bro.
I will get into that later. Okay,
I-
I will not get into it right now. So, like I said, play 12 was considered is now considered like a pretty good game.
Yeah.
The
It's one of
like
the two I actually beat. I
yeah,
enjoyed it.
13. Now here's the thing. I will say it like this. The 13 series, because it's one of the very few games that got more than one entry.
I did beat 13.
Like 13, I will say it like this. 13 gets a lot of unnecessary hate. It's a
Same.
pretty good game, and it's a pretty good game. The story is a little convoluted, sure. It gets really wild by the second game. It gets completely off the fucking bonkers rails by the third game. But it technically all makes sense if you're willing to, if you're willing to follow along with it. It's just really convoluted. That being said, it's definitely not it shouldn't be anyone's first Final Fantasy game.
No.
15 is considered a fail. I personally like 15, but the problem with 15 is that it's technically what 13 was supposed to be. It was essentially Tetsuya Nomura, the basically the head guy at Square Enix. It was his passion project that was originally called Versus 13. It was supposed to be tied to what 13 was, but eventually got scrapped and moved over to 15, and just never got finished properly. They added a whole bunch of DLCs. There was a whole bunch of DLCs planned to really flesh out the story, make all the characters make sense, get into a lot of the ancient backstory of the world, piece everything together, and they just never got to make any of it. Which is unfortunate. I think they released a Japan only I want to say it's like a manga or a novel. I think it's a novel. That kind of really dives into a lot of the
The mecha
It's like
or mount. Technically, it's a mount. I do have this mount outside of this.
Okay, yeah, it looks like
It
Mac.
will
I was like,
fluctuate.
yo, that's fucking cool.
yeah,
It fluctuates size depending on what your race is.
yeah.
But in this,
Wait,
in
Final
this
Fantasy got mechs
dungeon,
in it?
they're all the same size.
Yes, Final Fantasy has mechs in it forever. It's
Mm-hmm.
ever
I don't
since
know, I
like
ain't never played
7.
it.
Actually, since like 6, right? Or was it even 5 that introduced like?
I don't remember.
I want to say it was like 6 that started introducing a lot of the Magitech stuff. 7 really went hard into it, and then ever since then it's been like, I think 10 and like 9 and 10 were the ones that started stepping back a little bit, and then 13 went all the way.
I definitely have one that's a mech that will change from being like a robot into a ship.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that's
But
one
my
of the
yeah, but
bigger mounts.
the greater point about Final Fantasy being is that it's a there's a reason why it's so beloved. It's a very good. Like majority of the games are very good, and realistically, if you want to jump into like a classic one, like just to see what the games are about, there's plenty of remakes that you can go play on like any system that
10's
that
not
remade
bad
the
to
older
jump
games.
into. I got
Even
10
me?
is
Even I can play a game?
oh my god, shut up,
Oh my god.
little Mac boy.
Shut
Jesus.
up.
Yeah, Apple heathen over there. It doesn't even have a PC. God,
Bah, bah.
Hey,
We need to
yeah.
get that Steam Deck, okay?
Well,
He needs
Yeah.
Steam Deck.
could be the new Xbox that's gonna be coming out. That's got like fucking a Windows operating system or whatever, and it comes with Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically making it a
Yeah.
like a PC. It's just gonna be a
Yo,
PC, which I think is
2027.
which is hilarious.
Yeah,
That's so funny. They're just like
Yo.
PlayStation exclusives, so they ain't exclusive no more.
No, I was
yeah, it's just like fuck it. We're just gonna make a slightly more affordable
I
PC.
think that's what
It's
Steam
not-
needed. Like Steam wanted to make their Steam Deck then, and I think all they needed was Microsoft to be like, "Hey, I got you.
I got
Come
you.
on. We got the
Yeah.
hardware. You got the."
It's
you have
interesting
the
that they're
best storefront."
say it's interesting that they're slating it for 27.
Yeah.
Like they didn't. I don't feel like they need to wait that long, but I guess they maybe want to iron out some of the kinks and make it more
Yep,
like
exactly
cost
what they're
efficient.
doing.
Probably want to make sure they
Hey.
have enough too.
Yeah.
Let me
that's
get my
Yeah.
look. I'll just turn the Xbox that I have now into that. See? Boom.
No, you're gonna have to buy a whole new thing.
I mean, I'm gonna get a new one. but I'm just saying I just
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
with the
You're gonna
Xbox because I've
trade
always
in-
had
you're
the
gonna
Xbox
trade
too.
in your old console to get the new one.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Goddamn Red
Kingdom
Ranger.
Hearts.
Isn't it?
Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna get into Kingdom Hearts. This is gonna be like a 20-minute segment. I'm sorry. So, Kingdom Hearts, the play order you mentioned before, because Kingdom Hearts is wild. The funny thing about that is that
Thank
you're
you.
actually kind of wrong. Kingdom
I
Hearts'
don't know what
play
the actual
order.
number is.
Well, no,
Yeah.
technically no. So
The iteration of that series I have played is 358/2.
yeah,
That's
no,
it.
that's
Legally
fine.
not
That's
playing that
fine.
series.
Yeah, I know all. Let me preface this in saying I know all of you have no fucking clue about this series. Don't worry. Technically, you're not wrong. You are and aren't wrong. The play order thing is: do you want to experience the games in release order or chronological order of like how events happen in the story? Neither of these things are wrong. One of them will give you a like,
Better.
every time a reference happens, you get to like, raise your eyebrows and point with an O face, like I know why that's like that. The other way, you just figure out things later, and you basically you do what you do, Darren, which is keep a bunch of notes.
Yep.
Hey, see that's what I like.
I'm
I like
calling
that
you
way.
out.
Hey,
Calling
bro.
you out about that.
I be needing notes, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So the problem with Kingdom Hearts when it comes to play order specifically comes in the fact that a majority of the lore is now lost. For like a whole bunch of the background stuff that's coming in like that was very prevalent in the third game and is going to be very very relevant in like the next saga they're doing is lost because it's in a mobile game that is no longer available to play.
Yep.
That is the problem with Kingdom Hearts currently. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to essentially for 4 reset up all of this lore
Didn't
Also,
the first game do
Japan
the
just
same
had.
thing with Legends and Blades, where they like
I
put more stuff
have no
in the
idea.
game and,
I
like, both of them are just like flops, so they're like, well, we don't care anymore. Bye.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
Well,
they
the
did
funny
that.
thing is that the Kingdom Hearts mobile game I think was actually pretty successful. It's just it ran its course.
Mobile games are, yeah.
Yeah. Japan has this big problem with that actually, where they kind of throw like they did it with they're doing it with 7 with the with Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Like Sephiroth's entire backstory is a mobile game. And it's like, why are you doing it? Like, it doesn't like Japan has like they just I don't know why they do that.
Because they hate you.
It doesn't need to be like that. Like, I totally get from a development standpoint, you don't want to have to make an entire new game. But like,
Make a DLC.
Jesus.
We're in 2025,
Just-
people. Make a DLC.
like you could just make like they could have made all of it an MMO because it's such a perfect setup for an MMO.
Honestly, that's why I think ESO is one of the best things for Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, if they had made all of the lore surrounding I just realized I would have to explain a whole bunch of terms.
It's owned by ZeniMax.
Yeah, I just realized I would have to explain a whole bunch of terms for you guys to understand what I'm about to say. I can. They could make a whole bunch of shit take all of the things surrounding the ancient Keyblade War and just turn it into an MMO because it's the perfect setup for an MMO. There's 5 factions. There's 5 fucking factions. It is literally an entire war setting. It would have a complete through story. It would reveal so much about the lore of the game. Like, it would everything makes sense from 3 basically because a lot of the stuff in 3 relies on a whole bunch of lore from Key. It's just a whole mess.
It's a mess. I get it. It's a mess. I love this.
But yeah, so to get back to the original point, the play order. There's 2 play orders that you can play Kingdom Hearts in. You can play Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, 2, 358 over 2 days, Birth by Sleep, Recoded, Dream Drop Distance, 3, or not, excuse me, let me walk that back. 0.2, which is technically a beta, like a beta test for the Unreal Engine, but it covers some important story beats from Birth by Sleep. And then 3. In that order. That is release order, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This is... You begin with the main character Sora, you end with main character Sora. And you learn
Got
a
it.
whole bunch of shit about the background of the game. The chronological order, which is the like games rearranged in order events happening, is Birth by Sleep, because it's technically a prequel game set 10 years before 1. Then Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, 0.2, which technically you could play it. Yeah, you want to play it now because it will make so much thing. It's more simple to play it now. And then 3.
Love it.
Technically,
Also-
you can move 0.2 to before Birth by Sleep because the things it reveals about Birth by Sleep are relevant then. But it makes a lot more shit in, 3 cooler. So just save it.
I love a
Also,
game set up like
point.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Question: why go have all these fucking games and then but start with 1 and end with 3 and then have all this weird shit in the middle? Why are we not numbering these? Just
Because
I-
because
it makes my
Tetsuya
head
Nomura
hurt.
is a madman. Let's just be honest here. No, because the numbered games exclusively follow like a set
Sora.
group of characters. Yeah.
They
Not
follow
even
Okay.
because like some of the other games also follow Sora. So the main games 1, 2, and 3, Sora is your
The
first playable character. So he is like he's your guy. Not the only playable character usually when it comes to like 2 and 3, but
Mhm.
he's your main guy, right? And
Yep.
the
Yeah.
story primarily follows him and his group of friends.
Yeah.
In the other games that even feature Sora, which sometimes they don't, obviously, with the 10-year prequel, they don't always feature every one of the main cast. The main cast being Sora, Riku, his best friend, and Kairi, their third best friend and his love interest. If the game does not feature all three of them in a main character role, like simultaneously, it's not a main series. It's not like the main timeline series, so it gets a
Gotcha.
separate title. Like Chain of Memories is about the events directly following Kingdom Hearts 1 and sets up 358 over 2 days or actually technically takes place during 358 over 2 days. That's a weird one. In between 1 and 2 is weird. Yeah, no, they're weird. No, those two specifically, very weird. Very weird timeline wise. The weirdest one is recoded, because that one technically takes place in a computer simulation that is a recreation of Jiminy's journal, which depicts all of the events from, I think, 1 and 2. So things are kind of fucky. That one's a very weird game. That one is ridiculous. Which, technically speaking, can and cannot be super inconsequential consequential or inconsequential to the main plot, because, like, again, it's like a data form of Sora going through all of these memories to fix data glitches, and it's a weird game.
Yeah, the only game I have knowledge on that much would be like Sly Cooper.
Oh yeah, no. I started my journey in this mess of a series with 2 when I was like it was like 20, it was like 06, 08, 07 sometime. I think it was in like second or third grade. Like I started this journey like so long ago because I just happened to find it, and now I am the closest thing to a lore expert one could have without being a YouTuber who explains it.
Well, you're my lore expert now, so that works.
Yeah.
Look, you hear me? If I ever have a Kingdom Hearts question, I know who to ask.
Yeah, no, it is like the only things that I am not super like clear about are the like really old event stuff. Like that I'm talking about, like the Light and Darkness, or the Darkseeker Saga's main villain Xehanort. There are some things about his backstory I'm not 100% on, but that's only because that content came out in a mobile game, and again, I'd have to go look all of it up. Which would be like an hour-long video. It wouldn't be that bad. I could probably do that with doing the stuff. And then the entirety of Kingdom Hearts Key, which is I know a lot about that lore, but I am not an expert, which is why I didn't say I'm like the quote-unquote lore master
You're
or
a jack
whatever.
of all trades when it comes to Kingdom Hearts.
I wouldn't say that. I am very much like a singularly focused expert on the events of these games. It's just there are some things that have come out that I didn't get to play or experience, so they are not as cemented in my brain. When I tell you that I have played, watched, or some other way experienced personally all of the information from Birth by Sleep, the like technically timeline-wise first game, to 3, the end, I have done all of it. I have gotten multiple game consoles to play all of these games because they didn't release on one game, on one console. Kingdom Hearts
That's
1 and
awesome.
2 were both... Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, PS2. Kingdom Hearts, technically speaking, the original Chain of Memories was on Game Boy, and then it was remade into... That's why it's was remade into a PS2 game. Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days was made as a DS game. Kingdom Hearts Recoded, DS game. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, 3DS game. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, PSP game. The reason I bought a PS3, I got a PS3, was because I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to come out on it. Same reason I got a PS4, which it eventually did.
Yeah.
Motherfucker made us wait 13 years for that game, which is... You have no idea, but the number 13 is so thematic in the Kingdom Hearts world that it's... I'm so mad.
That it fit.
Yes, I'm so mad that he did that. The more you fucking bastard. Yeah, that's my like 15-minute rants on Kingdom Hearts. If you need to know about the lore of Kingdom Hearts, like the actual lore, I can explain it. It's just gonna be the meme of the guy with the corkboard. And the cigarette.
Yes,
You explaining
today.
You explaining that. Me and Jinx going back and forth talking about Elder Scrolls. Darren, what would you explain?
Dude, I have always been a simple gamer. I play what I think is cool in the moment, or I play a game that all my friends play. I spend too much time in work and I football, basketball, ran track, did all the other stuff. I gamed as just a casual.
I could sit here and talk to you about the Game Boy versus the DS versions of like Sims 2 or the Herbs.
I'm like,
I played both of those.
I could talk to you
played
about
Sims 2 on
Pokemon.
console.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say
could do that.
Pokemon is your autism. It really is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon was my tism. Yu-Gi-Oh kind of
Yeah.
is. I do like card games, so I am trying to learn how to play multiple types of card games.
You gotta
I
play
want to get
Hearthstone.
into. I've considered it. I'm reading a little bit. I told you I already started looking into Magic.
I mean, I can actually teach you how to play Hearthstone.
I want to get into Alestrals because a PokeTuber that I used to watch, A Drive, made Alestrals based kind of sort of loosely off some Pokemon fun,
Wait,
and
did
I
he
want to
made
get into his
he
game.
made a card game?
Yeah, Alestrals.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry. Yeah. I got really into like watching his stuff, and I want to eventually learn how to play his game too. It's really simple. I think they have a mobile game and some other stuff too, but I'm not gonna put it on my
Oh
phone because
wow, he really.
I work. Yeah, Dan. He did good for himself. I like it. But
Yeah.
point being, yeah, like that I can talk about. I do like I played sports, so obviously I had all the sports games because it was like I was just like college was me and a bunch of my friends playing Madden in the dorm.
Yeah, the only sports games I really have experience with is maybe American Wasteland just a little bit, or SSX3. Amped 2 just a little bit. The soundtrack was baller, but most people aren't gonna remember what Amped 2 was.
I played every Tony
I
Hawk
like.
from Underground to.
I was gonna say Tony Hawk. I could play. We could play
Yeah.
Tony Hawk together. I'd do that.
I played every Tony Hawk. No, it was every Tony Hawk from Pro Skater 3 because that was the first one I ever played, all the way to fucking what was it? The downhill one.
Oh
Man,
god, there was like
there was a good period in there where they were
I
coming
remember
out
playing
every year,
SS
basically.
Tricky with my cousin, like stuff like that. That's my game,
yeah,
like
tricky.
love.
The snowboarding
Because
games,
most of my gaming time was spent gaming with my brothers or like family members because it was just we played together.
The only other games I played that much when I was younger would have been the Need for Speed series and Sly Cooper. I was obsessed
Oh,
with Sly
dude,
Cooper.
you wanted to do Need for Speed? Me and Light's friend would love to talk Need for Speed with somebody.
I played the hell out of Underground 2, and Most Wanted, and I loved Carbon. Carbon was so fun.
oh bro, Carbon was so
was
good,
so
bro.
fun. It was
Oh.
like people kind of hated on it, and I was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. This is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I had so much fun playing
like
Carbon,
it
bro.
is difficult, and like I'm loving it.
Yeah, no, that shit was hard as fuck. Like, I
yeah.
just like I think I remember I started in the southern area where you get the muscle car, like the muscle car start. That shit was hard as fuck starting that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
god. I
god.
always did the Fiat or whatever it was.
Yeah,
the little tuner.
Mm-hmm.
It was just nice and easy to control.
One of my favorite memories playing a racing game was playing Carbon and like having a 20-minute long police chase, and I was doing so well, and then got spiked. I got spiked. I was so sad. I was just limping along. Please find a repair shop. I need something.
Yeah. Happened to me plenty of times playing Most Wanted. I want to figure out how to play that again so I could stream it.
I think actually we could put you in. Tristan would actually tell you how to do that because he would.
Yeah, he for sure would be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can get
He
you,
would
I can get you whatever racing game
Yeah,
you
he can
want.
get he can get you to hook up on that. Which is funny because you are actually gonna. I believe. Did I invite you to my server, Suaveh?
You might have, but I don't know if I went into it.
Here, I'll just do it now. Just to,
No,
Might as
I'm
well.
in the one with I'm in
Gravestorm?
Mills,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did.
You're in
Here,
mine.
yeah, I'll invite you.
I joined it.
Yeah.
No, it's
I was gonna say,
those games
also
were just
for you,
fun.
you can call me whatever name. You don't have to stick to Mills. They use my name interchangeably. I don't care.
At this
Right.
point, it's I can't like my brain is so
It's
rotten
very hard
with-
for people to change that out of their system from calling me my regular name. You can call me whatever. Mills works too. Most people call me a variation of that. Mills,
That's
Miller,
basically I would say that's
Millie.
basically just your last name.
My last name is literally just Miller.
Yeah.
Trust me, I will go between your D&D name. I will go between any gamer tags I know of yours. I will do
Oh
all of them.
yeah.
If you were in my other game, I have a dude. His name in the game we play right now is Victor. I used to have him in another game where he was Alistair. I still call him that every like once a session. I'll say his name,
Alistair.
and then every once in a while, I'll call him Silas from my Friday game, that he's also in. Alistair was his last character in.
Also,
Wait.
did you laugh at Alistair because that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
You call me Bloom. It's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I did laugh at it because of Alistair being a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but also thinking about you not being able to get Alaric out of your head, so then you just said, "Fuck it, I'm changing his name."
Yeah, because his name was supposed to be Aldrich, and then it was just like, nope, Laurie. It fits either
Nope,
way.
his name's Alaric now.
Love it.
I even
Or
put it.
You
was
still
funny.
calling me Guardian with the name
I do.
change.
I do. I'm very bad with
I just
names.
laugh at it, dude. You're good. I don't care
I know. I'm very terrible.
because
with
I
names.
still sometimes will say, "Yeah, Emperor."
Yep.
I have
do
to
that.
I have to like put it in my head to say it.
Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. For that. Speaking
Also,
of
yeah, I
gaming,
do a lot of D&D.
Yeah, D&D. Actually, so that's actually something I want to pivot into for D&D since we were on the topic. I don't know how much you. I know. Don't worry about it, Jinx. I know you don't. You're not as into the systems as we are. How do you two feel about 2024 as a whole? I don't know how much you've read into it, Suave, because I know you had said when we were first starting this game that you hadn't. But whatever you have read, because I know Darren and I have like really deep dive into
We've really
2024.
poured into it.
Yeah.
It's got some rules that I like. Most of the player stuff I think is really good, but some of the monster stuff I'm like, why the fuck did you change that?
Yeah.
I feel like they changed something just with like some of the general attacks. I'm like, why do they all do rend now?
Well, that's the reason
it's
they did
just one
that
of
is
those.
because they, yeah, the specific reason they did that was because they were tired of having to like
Customize
specifically,
thing,
yeah,
It's like, I get it.
yeah, having different
Jeez.
attacks for like natural weapons on like dragons are a big one because they had like
Yeah.
tail, wing, bite. They were just like, no, just
So many.
flavor it however you want.
Yeah. It makes sense. I get it. And I'm not mad at it. That's just
Yeah,
like
it's
the
just
rend
like-
pad,
it's just
I
a-
don't-
it's just
it's
a
a flavor
efficiency
thing, and I'm
thing.
like, I guess they just made it quicker, got rid of all like 3 buttons quite literally. So I get it.
Yeah, it's meant to be an efficiency thing, so that way you're not having to like juggle between 3 attacks and remember which ones that you've done.
Yeah, because even where you had the wordings where it's like, oh, you can use this attack twice and this attack once. Well, crap. Do I have to do it in this order? Do I need to? No, I don't want to do that. Here, I get 3 of them. I can use this. I can flavor it whatever fucking way I want to do it.
Yep, I get that. I like most of the changes. Even I do like most of the spell changes are nice, especially like the fucking healing word and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
healing
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 is
getting a buff is fire.
I truly think like healing word is literally a spell that you can just use now.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, to be
Yeah.
the only reason you would take healing word before, which was to basically do what Spare the Dying does, but better.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I basically
With-
would put it on like my low level bard because I'm like, look, you're most likely gonna need a health potion anyway, but this is just in case.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like this is just in case I need to range heal you when you're at one.
Utility
Mhm.
fix.
And this, it's like it's just better. It does more consistent.
Yeah, and the fact that it upcasts at 2d4 now,
Yeah.
like, and healing work, excuse me, cure wounds also an upcast at 2 dice per upcast now. That is
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
fire.
It's so good.
Makes it beneficial for it being a whole action where healing word was bonus.
Yeah, which is why it's half the dice size.
Yeah.
I would say the one change that I don't like is not, and this is funny, because everybody rags in this one. They really just gave paladins a rod up the ass.
I don't think they like paladins that much.
Yeah,
I
I
just
was gonna
don't think
say-
they do.
yeah.
I thought they didn't like rangers, but I was like, you know what, ranger.
Yeah,
Not
Ranger,
that bad.
like,
That's not
like
that
the
bad.
only thing that they, to be fair,
Ranger has its moments.
Yeah, paladin.
yeah,
like
like it's.
why?
I mean, like, cause the funny thing about Ranger is like you can do some actually pretty decent stuff with
Yeah.
Ranger if you build for it, right? Like if you build like dual wielding and try and maximize Hunter's Mark stuff and et cetera, et cetera. It's actually pretty decent. Even just building like a Strength Ranger and just using Hunter's Mark as kind of like your bonus action thing, and eventually transitioning it potentially into something else, or what you should do as a DM, and just at level 13 when you get the concentration can't be broken feature, just let it be non-concentration. Who cares?
I think Hunter's Mark is.
It doesn't
Also,
scale. I could
yeah,
I could
it's-
understand if it scaled.
Yeah.
Like
if it did more damage
that-
as you get higher,
That
or whatever.
that's gonna aggravate me for the rest of my time.
Yeah, I
That
don't-
Hunter's Mark still requires you to concentrate.
yeah.
It's
Like
just-
if I've already said this, but if you want to play a ranger in my game, like when you get that feature, you just don't require concentration. And it would also bump it up to a D8. Because that shows the I think at like level like probably like I'd have to go look at it to figure out
What
to
what are
remember.
you looking at for like roving and all that shit?
Yeah, it would be when you get it would probably be at like
This is like 9.
Yeah, when you because expertise where it would
Yeah.
go up to a D8 for you, just like always.
That's cool.
Because Pro Slayer is just a random like now it's a D10. It's like there's no progression there.
Yeah. I told you at one point I was thinking about playing a ranger again because
Yeah.
I mean
Like again, you can do some pretty interesting stuff with it. I think it just needs a couple tweaks. Like it just needs scaling in Hunter's Mark like built into the class. Like little like earlier than 20, Jesus Christ. The
since
13th
it's
feature
their thing.
Yeah, the 13th level feature should just remove concentration from it because oh no, I get to stack a damage thing and like Guardian of Nature at like level 13. Oh my god, I'm so overpowered.
Wah.
Meanwhile, they printed Conjure Minor Elementals as a spell, just flat,
Just raw the way it is.
just straight up. Like I am a menace. What the hell? Oh
Anybody
my god!
that gets to have Conjure Elementals,
There are 3 classes
You-
in the entire game that can get that spell. It is Bards, Wizards, and Druids. And guess what? They're releasing Blade Wizard, so that means that spell's going to be good for them.
Oh.
Moon Druid is already a thing, and Valor Bard has the highest damage ceiling in the entire game. Like even considering 2014 rules, the ceiling on Swords Bard is higher than even like old Paladin with that
That's
spell
crazy.
because it has no scale cap. It needs a scale cap at like 6th level
yeah,
at bare minimum. It
I
needs to
can live
either-
with that.
Yeah, it needs to go. Realistically, it needs to be like once per turn, as well. That's what it needs to be. It could scale infinitely like that. It just needs to be once per turn, if it's going to be that. Or it only scales at 1d6, 1d8, or it can scale 2d8, but it needs to be every other level.
Yeah,
Those are the way you fix a spell like that. Because like there's just tables where that thing's banned, and like I totally get it. Because like holy shit. Like when Alaric gets that spell in your game, oh dear Jesus! When he
yeah,
wants
I
something to
mean-
die, it's gonna probably die.
I mean, you already have a character like that. Her
Yeah,
name
there
is
was
Mew.
well, there's also Fenris, who has that spell too.
Also, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, every time I hear Fenris, all I can think is Dragon Age 2.
God.
Please, let me have my broody white-haired elf.
You know, it's funny because that actually kind of is what my Fenris is too.
Fine. I'm gonna romance his ass too. Watch me.
Wow.
Anyway,
You will not, because he
Well.
will not ever exist in your space.
it's called one-on-ones, motherfucker.
Hell, even then,
Boo.
no, I can't play that character outside of his campaign.
Why?
Because the idea of him is so intrinsically tied to that group now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would just not be
Yeah.
the same character, and that would disappoint me.
No,
A different man.
I'd be sad.
Boo.
It's a whole different
Ari
man.
would be distraught if you left. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, like even
Ari
bringing
would
in
die.
even bringing in a temporary character, like he's not going. I told Joe, like, I'm temporarily switching out Fenris, just to try out other stuff in the new
Oh yeah,
series.
no, because we definitely want to play more. I mean,
yeah, play
I'm
around with stuff.
just
I mean, obviously we have to hope that the surgery went okay. Monday.
that actually went well.
Oh, did he send a
made a
message?
post about it. I'd have to. No, it was on
Yeah.
Facebook. I'd have to.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, that's what I mean. He sent a message out about that, which I'm happy. It seems to get him on
Yeah,
the road to
he's good.
recovery.
He's excited to read all the well wishes and everything. So
Yeah. That's as context for you, two, and for the podcast. The two of us met by playing in a game together on Fridays. The
Yeah.
DM unfortunately suffers from a condition that makes his eyes vulnerable to blood clots and blood, like basically the veins just failing on him, and he lost most of his vision like 2 weeks ago. In both eyes. Originally it was only one,
yeah.
and now it's both. So he went to get some surgery to hopefully fix that, and it sounds like it went well. So we're staying hopeful that it's gonna stay that way forever.
Yeah. The eyes will never fail again. We've already said this.
Yep.
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna punch the gods in the crotch or the face, depending on.
Yeah, bro. One of y'all got to fight me up there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like whoever did it, we gonna scrap right now. Like, is that my? One sec.
What?
Probably roommate stuff.
It is. He's sitting at the top of the fucking stairs. I notice his fingers peeking over the railing.
He's such a weirdo, dude.
He is. He's such a weirdo.
He's a strange fucking dude, man.
Yeah, he's a strange man. I noticed the only reason I noticed was because the cat is like just.
Oh.
Is that?
Hello, cat.
Yeah. Hello, cat.
I want cat. Gib.
Me too.
Yeah, no pussy for you.
Hey.
It's fine. We can cuss on this fucking shit. I don't care.
I'll settle for a
Oh,
hot
I'm not
dog.
talking about that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
not talking
why
about the
no pussy for
cussing.
me? What do you mean? Why no pussy? I need some.
I'll settle for a hot dog. It's fine. Let's go.
Settle for a hot dog.
We're not gonna dig deeper into what she said. We're just not.
Nope, I am not. I am not.
You knew I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna go any deeper in that than I needed to.
Yep.
I got
Shut-
buns.
Oh my god.
All right, everyone. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to discuss here today? We've been live on the podcast for about an hour and 35, 40 minutes.
Nice.
Any other games you wanted to talk about? Anything else?
Really?
Yeah.
We've been on that
that's-
long?
An
Yeah,
hour
really
and
haven't felt like
35
that,
minutes. That's how long that
Nice.
was.
Yeah.
We've been
Feel
rocking.
that.
No, it didn't. That's why I'm
mean-
like, oh, I thought we was. I was like, oh snap, we good.
Yeah, it was nice and easy. It helps when.
I mean, unfortunately,
when
there
somebody
is
likes
a
to talk
game
about
I would
Final
love.
Fantasy.
Yeah, unfortunately,
game?
there is a game I'd like to talk about, but none of you would get it.
Sorry.
Girl.
Just literally none of you. The only person who would get it is it's two people. Higher. but I can at least you'll at least understand the fuck up. So I am an avid Destiny player and I hate my life for it.
Ah,
So they released their newest drip of content this week, and something that was coming down the line got released early, like really badly early. As in, essentially, what they shipped out was a test version with that content in the game.
Nice.
oh dear.
Yeah, so they had to like. So essentially, they have like these three-player activities called dungeons in the game, which if you played any MMOs, you kind of get what they are. Literally the same thing. They are refreshing some of the older dungeons with what the developers call contest mode, which is essentially a harder version of the content that releases that is only available when the content releases. They
Right.
didn't start doing contest mode dungeons until I want to say like 3 dungeons ago, or maybe it was this year in general. I can't fully remember. It's been a minute. So they're taking like the first like 3 of the big popular ones that have come out within the last like 2 years, and basically saying, here we're gonna give you a whole bunch of updated loot and go do this event. We're gonna bring it out as an event like we did last year for raids.
Right.
Well, yeah, apparently all of those unfinished activities just were there to go play for like an hour. And people did, and the funniest thing is that you could get weapon drops from like the weird weapons, and they were just completely broken. Like they were just completely like no gun model, and because that's even more hilarious because these are guns that already exist in the game with models like pre-made, so they hadn't even gotten to the stage of like plastering the old models onto the new guns yet.
Wow. That is a supreme fuck up there, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's screwed.
Wow.
Somebody somewhere is screwed.
Yeah, they basically put out their internal test version that they were working on
that's
of the game
wild.
as the update. And so they were literally like, okay, so we're just going to disable all of this.
I want to say Overwatch did that once. No, I think
And the funny thing is this is an anecdote about why I wanted to talk about this, and I think why the gaming industry in general is kind of shit. This kind of segues into that point. Bungie this year released their biggest ever content drop for Destiny ever, from 1 and 2, the whole 10 years, which was the conclusion to the storyline they've been building up since the game released in 2014.
Jesus Christ,
Okay.
man, it's been
The
over
final shape.
10 years.
Yeah. Destiny has been out since late 2014. It's kind of insane.
Wow.
They before this, I think like a couple of months before had a round of layoffs. You know, company wasn't doing too good. The previous expansion underperformed really badly. Lots of faith was lost in the company, et cetera, et cetera. You know, these things happen. The whole gaming industry as a whole is kind of undergoing this like layoff problem.
Yeah, I remember that.
Where they basically hired way too many people during the pandemic, and now they're having to downsize because gaming industry is not doing so well because realistically the economy isn't doing so well.
Yeah.
Yes, nobody's doing so well.
Yeah, nobody. Well, except the oligarchs. We won't go back there.
Burn.
We're not gonna go back there. It doesn't. We're not going back. I refuse. Anyway, so right after the Final Shape launch, which was the name of the expansion, they had another round of layoffs, like a couple months later. And one of the big things that came out about it was the head of the QA team put out a tweet that said, "I am the last member of my team left." One person
What?
in the entire QA team for this massive game that's content now spans what was it? Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, Witch Queen, Lightfall, Final Shape. 5 years worth of content. Granted, a lot of the yearly stuff gets cycled out, so that way they keep some of the size down or whatever bullshit they spout. But like that's still a shit ton of content. A ton of weapons, weapon perks, exotic armor pieces that modify the way your abilities work, fucking subclass stuff that modifies the way base abilities and base things work in the game. So much for one person to do. And that is why the game has been coming out broken and buggy every single update. Yeah, and that's the point. Is that
QA is
that's
like
the point.
the first department.
It's
to
like
get
it's
hit
not
by
my
it.
fault that I'm the only one that's doing everything.
Yeah, and like at this point,
Yes.
like people are laughing at this because it's like, dear God, it's so
Like
it's
every
never
company
been this
knows what's
bad.
happening, but nobody's gonna fix it because they're
The
like, "Fuck
last
it, if everybody fucks up, who cares?"
the last time that Destiny had a screw up this bad was back in I think it was like a year ago, a little more than a year ago at this point, with a little event called the Crafting, because Destiny introduced a weapon crafting system like 3 updates ago, like 3 expansions ago. Great system. Helps people who don't have a ton of time to grind things get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
They're slowly starting to walk back accessibility to new items to that system because people are complaining when in reality they're kind of the minority, realistically. It's not a good thing, I don't think. God, that's a whole other topic of RNG looter shooter bullshit. Or potentially another
That
episode.
every player has a different percentage of how likely they are to get things.
Well, it's mostly just it's a time investment in a slot machine, which is
No,
just
I want to say that my ex, or one of my exes, had one of the lowest percentage drops that the dev team had ever seen, and there was nothing they could do to fix it.
yeah. Well, the thing about that is to kind of put an asterisk on that point. We actually found out earlier, like this year, this content year, that they actually had a problem with the way that their RNG algorithm generated loot. In terms of like perks, essentially not there were combinations of perks on a weapon that was less likely to drop depending on how far away they were in the API from each other. Like it literally just would not generate the numbers. Like it was so rare. It was like a ridiculously small percentage of people could even obtain that kind of role based on the RNG seed that they had, which they had to fix, which
Wow.
everyone was pissed. It was such a big deal. And it's like this is one of the reasons why people like are saying now that we want crafting back in the game, like as a more permanent thing for weapons, especially if they're going to give us like shiny, cool versions of the like seasonal stuff that's coming out that are like aspirational loot to chase. The base version should just be able to be made
Yeah.
how you want them, and then you can chase for those other things because that is a want, not a need.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Yeah. But back to my point. Destiny 2's crafting system broke really badly to the point where if you lowered your frame rate into like the single digits and screwed your internet connection by playing like a bunch of streams and videos on like super high quality HD properties, you could essentially transmute 2 guns together and give them a whole bunch of weird perks. So you had ARs shooting shotgun pellets at full auto and insta killing people from 40 meters.
The fuck?
It was a very funny week of Crucible PvP. It was a very funny week. It was incredibly hilarious.
How the fuck do you even find that out though? Like who's
Because-
the motherfucker that's like, yeah, I'm gonna
But look, Destiny's community, I will say this, Destiny's community would be the best. Like, there are certain people that I'm surprised that they have not reached out to hire as QA testers, because Destiny's community is some of the most creative, strange-minded motherfuckers I've ever seen when it comes to finding bugs.
Yeah.
How do you just how do you get to the point where you realize that lowering your frame rate as much as possible, like capping it like to like 30 or whatever, and then just like tanking your internet connection and your PC performance allows you to just like transmogrify horrible abominations of weapons that should not exist? How do you figure that out? What possessed you to even think to try that?
It's one of those.
But I want to
things.
be stronger.
I want to know what kind of like black tar heroin you're on, and I want some now.
No thanks.
No, you need no more access to the brain space that you have. Let's stop it right now.
As an author, yeah.
I need all of it. I need 100%
Like,
of my
please,
brain.
please keep your brain cells. I'd prefer having somewhat cognizant people to talk to. That'd be great.
Yeah, I would prefer cognizant guests on the podcasts.
I
Thank
only
you,
have one
everyone,
brain.
for showing
Yeah.
up. It has been a fantastic first episode of bringing back to life what was formerly an Overwatch podcast. Thank you for showing up. to all my co-hosts, Light, Mills, Rogue, also known as Jinx and Tisisney. We will be, well, I will be back. Hopefully they will be back as well next Wednesday with me. I will.
Yeah,
I mean,
I should be there next week.
I'm a sentient piece of trash that he keeps in his closet, so I don't really get a choice.
That is not wrong. That is not wrong. Where can they all find everybody if you are on the internet doing things?
If you want to find me, I am, of course, Tisisney here on Twitch.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I don't do the internets. I do the internets for you guys.
You can find me elsewhere. My book on Amazon. My Twitch is here, obviously. My YouTube, So Suave, or Biggie Talls. I don't remember.
Yeah,
So
I'm on
Suave or Biggie Talls.
YouTube. Same thing.
But until next time, my friends, thank you all, and I'll remember you all in therapy.
Please send help. Serious, like I don't want to be here anymore. I'm scared.
No, you're stuck here. I say so.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
door open anyway, so it's like, why?
That's why I just don't open the door. Welcome
I mean,
back,
I
chat.
guess, like, I could theoretically. What, did they come back?
No, I'm just playing No Man's Sky now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying welcome back to my chat because I muted myself for like 10 minutes.
Lol. Our chat's still shared, I think. Or did
No,
you stop
I
that?
stopped it.
Okay.
I stopped it because we're not doing the podcast anymore.
Yeah. That's fine.
If we're playing ESO together, I'll probably share it again, but until then, unless you get No Man's Sky or something, there's no reason to.
So
It's a
good.
cool feature, I like it.
It's alright.
I was in my chat able to talk to Chris, so I like it.
The fact that he who shall not be named messaged
I don't-
more contact.
I don't understand that stuff.
I was like, dude, just let it go.
I don't get it. It's just like, chill out. Take a diddly dose. Take a diddly dose, please. Forget. Ooh, grabbing Tingle Ball.
Clearly, Twitch did not ban him if he's still able to reach light of all people. Even though I reported him saying, hey, this guy is stalking me outside on like every fucking platform. It's like, I haven't badmouthed him.
You know it's
I
like
haven't-
the police. They can't do anything unless he threatens you. And once that point happens, it's too late. We could talk about that on the podcast next time. We could talk about how fucking everything is bullshit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to add whatever you want, by the way, to the notes.
No, it's fine. I don't mind like reacting to topics that are brought up. Like that's fine. Ugh, God.
Just want to make sure you're more than welcome to add to the show notes. It has the edit ability.
Yeah.
Where are we going, chat? Am I just gonna be fucking selling shit?
Crazy. I was crazy once. Put me in a room. A robber room. A robber room of rats. Rats make you crazy.
That's, yeah.
You're gonna bloom the young berry.
I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
What, the bloom would become a yandere?
No, exactly. I wasn't expecting that.
She loves him. She has devoted her life to him. She is bonded to him until she dies. So whatever he decides to do, she is bound to him. That's how that works for them.
Yeah.
So if it puts her life in danger, or his life in danger, there ergo it threatens her, she's gonna kill it.
I respect it. I'm not saying I don't respect it.
It's just, what the fuck, Blue?
Just-
It's
I
like,
wasn't
I'm married.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. So I can still surprise you.
Always.
Not always.
Always. You always surprise me.
Threats.
Sure. I'm sure. With no doubt. Where do I go?
Blue somehow dies, Tabby shows up out of nowhere, drugs. Would she be an alchemist?
Absolutely. Tabby would be in
Oh my god! Just straight up outfit. What are you doing? Bombs? What? Bombs.
Stay away.
No. Tabby, no. Tabby, yes. Tabby, always yes. Tabby has drugs. That's about how that would go, and I don't think the team would enjoy it. It'd be like, oh god, no.
It'd be like, oh shit, oh shit. Oh,
Close up
shit.
the whole goddamn team.
Something like that.
I
They'd be
think
like, we miss
Tabby-
Bloom, bring her back.
Huh?
They'd be like, we miss Bloom, bring her back to life, please.
Please bring Broom back. Broom. Bring the broom back. Oh my god. T fucking hee hee. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Need a science economy, please.
They blinded me with science.
Sustainable. However,
It's fine.
Dr. Pepper. I've got my water, but I want another Dr. Pepper, yo.
Ah, yes. Dr. Titty, a great choice.
It's the only choice, my friend.
I like my dumb bitch juice, thanks. It's starting to get too sweet for me, but I still like my dumb bitch juice. Yeah. I've still got cases in the garage. My dad's like, well, maybe your brother should start selling them, which my brother got laid off, but it's like, maybe your brother should start selling them at work. It's like, yeah, I still paid for them. I'm not selling my shit because he's not going to give me the money for it.
Right?
Hello?
I'm going to Nevada. Okay, so I'm going to Nevada and Delta, but I'm going to Nevada. It's a hot planet, so it's basically the same.
Sedona, Arizona. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
I don't like Sedona that much. It's fine, but like...
There are so many songs about Sedona, and I'm like, I have never been there. I don't see the appeal, so...
It's really pretty. That's like not the only appeal. It's a really small town, so like it's pretty. Beautiful landscape. Fucking red rock and shit.
Wanna meet nobody as long as you're mine.
If you really want a beautiful place, go to the Petrified Forest. That's where you get the best landscape. Painted desert
yeah.
there. Amazing.
Great date idea, buddy. Let's go to the Petrified Forest where everything's dead.
Everything's
Gone.
dead. Those animals
I'm
that
gone.
live in the Petrified Forest. It's just, you know,
Hey,
the remnants
I
of...
said it's a wet dream. What do you want from me?
I fucking love it.
I'm over here in all black, motherfucker.
Forgot about that.
Do you forget I'm a goth?
Every once in a while.
Lol.
Ever since I've been an adult, I noticed that I just kind of like hang around goth people, but like I don't notice it until like 3 months later, and I'm like, how does this
Nani?
keep happening?
You have a type.
I fucking do.
Really
Whether or
like
not it's
chicks in all
friendship.
black.
Yeah, even there's black goth girls that I fucking end up hearing. I'm like, how did this happen?
Are they skinny?
No, not generally. No. No, well, there's like several that I know. Some of them, one of them's skinny.
I'm the skinny man.
One of them's my ex-girlfriend.
Itty bitty girls.
We got a type. They don't tend to be tiny, but also it depends.
Tee. I'm into kind of people that make me laugh. That's what I'm into. I don't really have a set appearance that I'm into. I mean, if we're talking aesthetics, like what'll get me off just looking at it, sure. We're looking at like Ryan Reynolds or Evan Peters or fuck the guy from The Witcher.
Yeah.
Maybe Dandelion in a pinch, but you know, just it's fine. I don't tend to date people based on their appearance, because a lot of the time when I base people off their fucking appearance, they end up being fucking airheads, and I'm like, give me some fucking intelligence, please. Where is your mind? And it's like, I don't mind gutter brain, because obviously I live there. Y'all are all very familiar that I just live in the fucking gutter, but it's just like,
I am the gutter.
I am the gutter. I have permanent residence in the gutter, and sometimes people pay me. Like, I don't fucking... I'm just kinda here. I don't fucking care.
I do end up having a type though, and it sometimes end up being dancers somehow.
Dancers.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I mean, I tap danced as a kid. Did ballet as a kid. The last round of dance I actually participated in was hip-hop, of all things, in 8th
That's
grade.
hip-hop.
Huh?
That's hip-hop.
Yeah.
Let's put
don't know. It was like, all I know is one of the songs in like the channel surfing recital that I was in had Pimpin' As We Riding in the fucking song. I can't remember the rest of it. It also had Gold Digger in it. Ain't saying she a gold digger. I ain't messing with no broke, like... That's just
Gold
what I
Digger
remember.
by Kanye West?
Yes. That was in my fucking recital in 8th grade.
That is insane.
My mom... Yeah, what, that I can remember that?
No, but they put that for a recital in 8th grade.
No, I was in an adult hip-hop class.
Okay, that's
greater. My
it's
mom
like, there's
owns
no way they put that in like a talent show.
Yeah, no. It's not a talent show. My mom owns a dance studio.
I realized. I figured that out yesterday when you said she...
Yeah. Fucking hip replacement she needs so bad. I'm like, Mom, you will kill that hip in not 20 years, but 10. Like, please don't. But her hip keeps popping out of socket, so it's not fun. She's got bone spurs and everything else going on, and I was like, my mom. I feel so bad for my mom. Like, I wish I could do more for her. I really do. But it's just like, I don't have the energy to even take care of myself a lot of the time.
I come from a family of broken people, no bones.
Mr. No Bones?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. No Bones! I ain't seen you since last fall!
It's either that, or we have been, or we just play too many damn sports and, you know.
I now have a moment of time that we can swap over if you'd like. Because we're in cutscene hell.
Okay.
Let's do that.
There's gonna be a lot of people chat.
No.
Mm-hmm. We're still live. We're still live, by the way, just FYI.
We are.
But we were invited
Oh,
over,
dear.
so...
Bring light to everything.
Yeah.
Would you stop fucking screaming, both of you?
Screaming. We're not screaming.
Monster Hunter.
Oh, Fire Blast.
I mean, I could just whisper directly into your ear if you prefer that. It's fine.
Charizard, please stop.
I just start listing condiments.
Oh dear.
Ketchup, ranch, mustard. God. You know y'all love me. It's fine.
Something like that.
I mean, love and loathe are pretty close together, but you know. Good. Oh, time to fight the White Ranger. Okay, that's fine.
It's time to fight the white man.
Not the White Man, the White Ranger. It's a woman. Oh, yummy, yummy.
There we go. That's one.
Yeah.
Upgrade here.
The rate I'm going, I might turn my fucking
There you
camera just so I can get out of these
I
sweat.
thought mine had died first, Paul. So I turned around. I was like, oh, I have something in my pod slotted. Oh, good.
Yeehaw.
Free shit.
We be burning, every single day. And as we burn.
I don't think it.
Motherfucker!
Phantom Cobalt.
So much explosions!
Having to remember to dodge with my fucking my left hand instead of my right.
Sounds
Weird.
like there's a problem.
Hi.
Not you becoming a lefty over a righty.
Nope. I have my controller has two back buttons. One is circle, one is X, and X is my dodge button. So I need to remember. And the reason why I have it set up like that is so that way I can still like jump and slide and shit in most games without having to take my hand off the thumbstick.
Back in my day, we just turned our hands
Oh, hey, Alma.
inside out and touched it that way.
Question.
Okay, we had assholes. Now they're just glued shut with no butt cheeks.
Quick weapon I can just flip right now so I can beat this fucking Rathalos because this shit has stressed me out.
Right now.
Yeah, what's going on again?
Okay, everybody's talking at once. Stop it.
Why is that? Chicken.
Jesus.
You
Give me a second.
like
I gotta wait to talk to Gandalf.
Yeah, because I can't do because Dual Blaze is doing too much right now.
I'm on my way.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like it's very, I'm like it's very hard for me to fight this thing with Dual Blades.
Bring a friend for Gandalf.
Because
I was like, I want to try my switch axe, but it's like it's not really helping either.
on my way.
just don't want to land for whatever the fuck reason.
Yeah, here. Just post the quests, and we'll
It's posted.
Give me a second.
I'm in there helping already.
Yeah, just give me a second.
I'm on my way.
All right, well here,
Does
I'm
he
just
know?
gonna.
The only time animal abuse is acceptable.
Whoever just said I'm on
That's
my
fair.
wife, I miss my wife. I miss my wife too. Nani? I'm so lost right now.
Oh my god. I just see you two smacking the shit out of each other and I decided, okay.
Nah, yeah, I don't
You
like.
move.
Motherfucker does not get a rest break and heal
No,
up.
you guys don't have the deco yet, so there's not much you can do there, but yeah.
It's alright, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Your resident fuck that Rathalos, so is on his way.
We have a sleep,
I'll be
I'm
sure to
not-
put plenty of bruises on there for you when you get here.
Tell y'all all the time, I really like the Dual Blade, so I don't really know how to play nothing else yet.
No, it's fine.
That's a nice
You
bruise.
sack of shit, fucking turn around.
That's another bruise. Excuse me, coming through. Coming through. Thank you.
Yeah,
There we
make
go.
another one.
Well, oh well.
Alright, well, I got it.
Bonk.
4 minutes and a fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
And done.
The fuck?
How did you die?
Oh.
Question?
Major question
Wait,
mark.
how the fuck did you die?
I don't know.
Fire?
Maybe
Well,
it
we
was
can
like,
redo the
Because
class.
I had both drinks on, so I'm like, bro, what?
That's fine,
Alright,
you just
fine, well,
retry
fuck
it.
me.
Well, we got the full party. We can punish him a lot faster.
Also, we need to be in a... How many people can you have in a link party?
4.
Damn. There's 5 of us.
In teams.
No, it just means you have to go into your lobby quest, that's all.
I joined the team lobby.
Oh, you mean this lobby? Our group lobby?
No, no,
10.
no, 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 I was talking about link members, not link parties.
Oh, link parties, then I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's 4, I think. I would assume it's the same amount as,
Once you guys get to high rank, I have a stupid amount of
I already have high rank. I'm already there. Everybody
yeah.
but Darren is there.
past
Yeah, it's literally just me. That's all.
Yeah.
no past the HR 40.
Yeah, HR 40s, I heard, is when things should get spicy.
HR 40 is when you can start the deco farming, so I had all those ready. Well, I've been doing it.
me switch my weapons.
Dirty season pipes.
Here, shots.
Why am I stunned?
What does it look? Really saying that. Nope. Oh, okay. Fully unwrapped. And it's up there.
Withering low.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Make like one more.
Yeah, I was trying to create shit. He didn't like that.
Hey, buddy, go up. I promise it'll work out for you. Oh, all right, fine.
Honked. Why are you running? You just want to talk about your extended life warranty.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yeah, like no. Get to rest, buddy. You don't get to rest. Oh, hi. Time to create more wounds. Well, he really doesn't like me on his back. All right, there's one. Two.
All right, I'm just gonna. He's already got one on him, so I'm just gonna pop him for.
Yeah, I'm just there to create wounds. I ain't trying to put them down. It's like legitimately four of us. So homeboys can just get bullied. And he's paralyzed. Can't wait to. I need to go farm ballerina so I can upgrade this bad boy.
Tail's gone.
Buddy,
Thought he
what?
was.
Why are you unhappy? Damn, I wish I could. Why won't you let me, game? I just want to look cool.
Did you study that video I sent you, Wood?
Yeah. That will be my homework tonight. I'll make sure to watch that. Oh, slide.
Quick trick, if you're out of all of your pollens and don't have any of your buffs on Insect Glaive, if you hit one of the wounds, it will give you all three instantly.
Well, that's quite
Gotcha.
awesome. Really.
Yep. And if you hold circle and until your charge blade flashes twice, that'll trigger your special move. From there, you'll be able to do that whirlwind attack. And then if you hit left trigger and B right as the whirlwind attack is ending, you'll jump up into the air and spin like a fucking helicopter, doing damage the whole way up.
So that explains what I just did maybe 2 minutes ago. Because I finally figured out the whirlwind, or as I like to call it, the Monster Hunter Shoryuken.
Why are you running?
God bless, my friend. Stay still. It would end
mean,
faster if you stop running.
Poor guy. Get the fuck out of my airspace, bitch.
Oh.
This is my airspace, not yours.
Oh. Alley-oop. Oh,
Oh,
damn.
shit.
Okay.
Watch for the top. He's at the.
He hungry. He's very angry. He's dead.
You know, he was having a bad day.
Bad day is an understatement.
Yeah, we kind of turned him into a pincushion. I kind of turned that motherfucker into a pincushion.
Well, thanks, guys.
Hey, that's what the bow is for.
You're close to the.
Me.
Yeah, you're close to
midpoint
the
of
end.
story. Yeah.
So you're close to the end of the low rank story.
It feels so great to be on top of the world.
Bottom. The fuck is there?
No, Paul. For you, context-wise, this is my first Monster Hunter ever. So I've watched other people play, but I've never played it myself. So I wanted to play it, and I was like, cool, I can play with friends.
Good old Folger Angibo. He's good.
I feel like this is actually the easiest to get enter Monster Hunter.
Yeah, this is a good entry Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I think Capcom built this one with that intention in mind.
Let's see if I can get some fucking air circulating in the fucking room. Holy shit.
No.
Yeah, no, it was starting to get pretty warm down here, so I.
What? My poor soul. It's only just begun.
I'm sorry.
My underwear has sealed to my pants at this point, and my titties have bled through. It's just all sweat, and I hate it here.
I'll add that to the PowerPoint slide as well.
Alright.
That's not on the podcast, but it was live.
It was live, yeah. I don't know if I meant to say it either, but be that as it may, we are live.
Yeah.
The fuck are you?
Dying. What?
The fuck is that?
What's what?
That! It's got a
I don't
fucking
know.
triangle for a head.
Eh?
Oh, that sounds like a no.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine, what's it called? Silent Hill? Remember those motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
that's
that,
a no.
It's got that thing for a
That's
head.
a no.
And it looks like a leopard.
Okay, good.
What are you
Let's
doing?
shoot some of this air into the hallway, shall we? Holy shit. Get it the fuck out of my room. Great. I hate it here. It's so hot. I hate it here. Do I run my massager? Kinda dumb. Ugh.
Yep.
Don't.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Actually, no. Leon's got a couple of cutscenes to go through before his next Guardians.
Yeah.
We already fought the angry puppy.
Fought the angry puppy already before Raphalos? I thought it was Raphalos angry puppy and then
No, I fought something. I fought the Deshigamo before this.
Oh, okay, so yeah, angry puppy's next. I'll be there for that because I need shit from him.
You don't need
old
shit
me.
from low rank him though.
I know it's low rank, but it's every time I see an older Garen, they owe me lunch money.
bruh.
Like I learned Gunlance better because of Odo, so they owe me lunch money. Every time they put him in a game, I'm coming for him.
Can't eat
No.
all of that.
But I can allow you to get your fucking hate crimes off.
That's basically all it is. It's
Thank
straight
you
up
for,
hate crimes.
look, thank you for letting me be your vehicle for destruction.
Like as soon as you say you
I'm
post it,
just
I'm
here
there.
for the ride, bud.
You don't get me wrong. I gotta take all the put all the damage on him because I want to get used to him. But
Oh no, you know, look, I'm figuring it out, but I have really grown attached to these fucking dual blades, so it is very hard for me to cut free from them.
even that.
Tristan was very there was a very apt call to say that I would like the dual blades. I loved them personally.
That's a plan. Figures.
And it sucks because I'm like literally just chilling in bone armor most of the time because I need marathon runner.
There is Guardian Doshogma. Go hunt him.
Cool, when I can go do that.
You can literally do it pretty much right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the middle of cutscenes.
Yeah, well, yeah, once you get the camp, yeah. Because low rank Guardian Doshogma has on its coil, gloves, and boots, Marathon Runner.
Alright, the storm is clear.
It's not on my ears. I'm not listening to the shit anymore. It's just, okay. It's just all wet. I don't like it.
It's all wet, is it?
Not that kind of wet. I mean, you can look at that kind of wet if you really want to, but I'm live right now.
You're not that kind of live.
Yeah, I'm not on that streaming service. Oh, that thing exists. I forget what it's
I
called.
know.
But there's a gaming there's a gaming streaming service.
Why?
You have to ask why for that? Really?
That's why I said never mind.
And pay people to like activate voice. It's great.
I'm gonna see
Maybe
if
I'm
I
gonna
can work
kill
on
some-
the horn because you need a lot of those, but I no guarantee. I'm a fucking longsword main, man.
You're a
Time to go,
long.
Mer.
Lol? You're
Oh, that was you next to me with that big fuck off ass sword?
Yep. Longsword's sweet. I need to play more of it.
Oh, I'm not with you guys.
No, when we were in the last thing.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, that fucking took me out.
Take the ball. Take me home. Buy me some keys and cracker jack. Oh, care if I forget back the race room for the whole team. They don't run it.
My food's on the way.
I'm getting hungry.
I had pizza. I gave the rest of the pizza to my brother and my dad. I ate a quarter of it, so I ate something.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's just I can't handle grease like I used to.
It happens as you get older, yeah.
I blame all my other symptoms. Like legitimately blame all my other symptoms.
That one just happens as you get older. I can't handle grease like I used to. I'm semi-healthy.
Lucky you.
I don't have a
I
thing
would
called good sinuses, but, you know,
Sinuses, sir.
sinuses
You know
are
what?
the dumbest thing that ever
I'm
existed.
gonna make a fucking character named Sign Us.
Sign? What do you want to do next?
Sign, like S-I-G-M, Sign. Sign Us. And it's gonna be a mind flare. Anyway. I'm sorry. course, being facetious, but I think the concept's funny.
But did I got his tail? I did.
You cut his tail off?
Apparently I did.
I have 2 viewers. I don't even have 3 viewers right now.
I haven't even looked at my viewers.
I didn't even remember I did, but apparently I did.
Ripple
You need wood.
You just do your thing. Knock him over.
Hot in my room.
Try to open it.
I guess I can take the Transcendence
Down in three,
podcast aspect off of this.
Down.
Done. Updated the stream name because it's no longer the podcast and I didn't want to stop streaming. So, yeah.
What's your point?
Shit.
Yes, something.
Give me some fucking food.
Actually, I kind of want to listen to music, but just means my video is gonna get like copyright straight.
As far as I can tell, as long as you're not like using YouTube, it won't matter. But I don't know how it works for videos.
I don't know.
I've just had my stuff get muted on
Yeah.
if I leave it, but generally I don't. So.
Yeah, the whole channel gets muted for the during replays.
Yeah.
But I'm not like trying to keep content either. It's like once the 2 weeks are up, the content's no longer available anyway. Is how I tend to leave shit. I don't think it matters too much for people like me because I'm not trying to like make tons and tons of money except when I'm actively streaming. So it's just like, it's fine.
My stuff would be mods anyway, and I try to.
Oh, Floyd, you joined the.
Huh?
Try not to.
Holy shit!
Say begin.
My box be falling apart. I just wanna be you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. It has been a wonderful stream. Did a podcast and, played some video games. I'm going to go get some food. I might stream tomorrow. After work. Who knows? We'll see. It has been a fantastic time. I will see you all next time. Next week at 4 p.m. Pacific for the Transcendence podcast. See y'all. I had a great time. Enjoy the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh, tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my